I had a strange condition. My memory only lasted a day. Every morning, my boyfriend would tell me I was his love until I saw him wrapped around another woman, his eyes lowered, a wicked smile playing on his lips. What are you afraid of? She won't remember a thing, but what he didn't know was I was already recovering. Waking up in the early morning, a strange man held me in his arms. Before I could struggle, he spoke as if he knew what was coming. Lily, it's Caleb. I stiffened, looking up at him. He opened his eyes and met my gaze, the sleep still heavy in them. You're my love, Lily. You forgot me again, didn't you? His tone was natural, lazy. I slowly let my guard down. Should I remember you? Caleb sighed, burying his face for a few seconds. Before sitting up, his hair was messy, but it didn't detract from his good looks. He reached for his phone, then casually used my thumbprint to unlock it. The screen showed a picture of us close together. In the photo, I was leaning on Caleb's shoulder, smiling brightly. Lily plus Caleb always. I was surprised. I had no memory of that moment, or of Caleb. Caleb turned off the screen and tossed the phone aside, pulling me back into his arms. His voice was muffled. Shoo, go back to sleep, babe. I couldn't sleep in Caleb's arms. Once his breathing evened out, I carefully slipped out of bed. A small sticky note was taped to the bedside table. Don't forget Caleb. I looked back. Caleb was still asleep, his brow slightly furrowed, restless. It wasn't just the bedside. These little notes were stuck everywhere in the room. I leaned against the bathroom sink, lost in thought. I don't know how long passed before a pair of hands suddenly wrapped around my waist. I looked up. In the mirror, Caleb rested his chin on my shoulder, his voice hoarse with sleep. Lily, don't rush. I'll always be here for you. Caleb said. I went through the same routine every day, waking up, feeling confused, then slowly accepting him. Caleb would also tell me, day after day, that he loved me. When Caleb called me for breakfast, I stood awkwardly at the table. I'm sorry, I don't remember you. Caleb paused, a helpless smile touching his lips. He leaned against the table, slowly bending down to meet my eyes. His eyes and brows were incredibly handsome, deep and focused. When he looked at someone, he was definitely my type. It's okay if I remember you, Lily, Caleb said softly. You'll get better. He tried to comfort me, but I clearly saw the sadness in his eyes as he turned away. Are you sad? Caleb held his mug of coffee, tilting his head as he thought for a moment. How do I put it? I'm almost used to it. He turned back to me, sighing. I just hope that one day, when you wake up, you'll remember me, even just my name. Caleb took me to the supermarket, and that night, he took me to a concert. He said these were things on my old wish list. He'd been repeating them quite often lately. He ruffled my hair. Lily, you have to get better soon. Under the streetlights, Caleb's expression was fond and hopeful. My heart pounded fiercely in my chest. Caleb, did I used to really like you? Even with my memory loss, I could feel an intense affection for the man in front of me. Caleb stopped walking. He lowered his eyes to me, a smirk playing on his lips. Caleb usually looked like the good boy type, but when he moved, a hint of something mischievous, even bad, would unexpectedly surface. He thought for a moment, then slowly said, You chased me for 6 whole months. That's when I finally said yes. Sometimes I even wonder if you're deliberately getting back at me now. I'll try my best to get better. I took his hand. Caleb, please wait for me a little longer. On the way back, a woman suddenly stumbled out from a corner. She was swaying, barely able to walk straight. Luckily, Caleb reached out quickly and steadied her before she fell. She had a sweet, innocent face and tilted her head, smiling at Caleb. Thanks. Caleb lowered his eyes to her. They looked at each other for a few seconds before Caleb said in a low voice, You're drunk. Good thing I'm drunk. The woman laughed loudly. No one cares anyway. It's better to be drunk. It hurts less. For some reason, I felt a strange tension between her and Caleb. Caleb held her arm tightly, not letting go. After a moment, he said, It's not safe to drink late at night. Go home early. The girl didn't answer him. Instead, she looked at me. You're so lucky. My boyfriend doesn't want me anymore. I was still confused, but I said honestly, if he doesn't want you, then you don't need him either. There are plenty of guys out there. No need to make yourself suffer. Yeah, her tone suddenly turned sharp. Easy for you to say. You're enjoying all the sweetness. How could you know what bitterness feels like? Caleb suddenly looked annoyed. He let go of her hand. Lily, let's go home.